Whenever you bring up diversity, people's hearts tend to sink a little bit. They're like, oh my God, I'm going to have a lecture. I'm going to have to sit through slides like this with multicultural hands in the air, people of different races holding hands, giving each other high fives, holding each other, maybe holding the world, holding the globe up. When we talk about diversity, we tend to do so in a really unimaginative, stock standard kind of way. And that's because people don't really want to talk about diversity. They don't want to talk about diversity in the workplace. It's just a problem that needs to be solved so that you can get on to other things. Diversity is discrimination, and diversity and discrimination are huge issues at the moment as our cities change, as the demographics of our cities change, particularly now with the refugee crisis. But things are changing. The face of our cities is changing. But what's not changing is the face of power. The people on our TVs, the people in the big boardrooms, upper management, that's still exactly the same. We still have institutionalized sexism. Did you know that in the US, there are more guys called John that lead major companies than women leading major companies? There are actually 17 compared to 7 women. We also face institutionalized racism. I mean, it's well documented that if you've got a foreign sounding name, you have a harder time getting a job. There was a study done in Germany that found that if you have a name that sounds German, you're 14% more likely to be called for an interview than if you have a name that sounds Turkish. And I mean, probably a lot of you are thinking 14%. I thought it would be a bit more than that, actually. This all really needs to change. And not just because it's the right thing to do, but because it's the profitable thing to do. There are so many studies that show that increasing diversity in a company makes for a more successful company. For example, racially diverse teams outperform non-diverse ones by 35%, according to McKinsey. And teams where men and women are equal earn 41% more revenue.